Wowee! Same position, same shirt, everything. I promise you it's filmed on the same day. So, we're going to talk about The Scarlet Letter, which is a book I read over the summer for my AP Advanced Placement English Literature and Composition class, which is just called AP Lit. Sometimes AP Lit and Comp, but really it's AP Lit. And so I want to talk about this book. I'm going to review it through the lens of an AP class. Or maybe through the lens of an AP class at a college prep school, but I don't know. Just so you know what to be looking for. So the main plot of this is, in Puritan England lives a woman named Hester Prynne who has had an affair, and people are being kind of lax about it because everyone thinks her husband was lost at sea because he's been gone for like 2 years. So she is forced to wear a scarlet letter, scarlet A, which stands for adultery, on her clothing at all times. And her child from the affair, Pearl, is condemned. Now, Hester will not, is condemned by society, not condemned to any particular fate, but just ostracized and whatever. Hester refuses to give up who her partner in crime is. And that's important. Lo and behold, while she's standing on a scaffold, being publicly shamed, shows up Roger Chillingsworth, who it is made very clear before it is stated is her old husband. He's not dead. And then throughout the book it becomes clear that her partner in the affair was Reverend Arthur Dimmesdale, the pastor of this town. I don't even know if the town has a name, but the pastor of the town. And throughout the book, it's just really following Hester as she struggles with the way she's treated based on this affair and what she does. And in chapter 23, she and Arthur decide to run away together. But in chapter 24, we find out that Roger Chillingsworth would go with them because he is, like, down with the captain of the ship or whatever. And so, spoiler warning, they don't go. Arthur confesses and he dies on the scaffold. There's a lot more in there, and you really should read the book, but that's a basic plot summary. So now we're going to talk about this book through an AP Lit lens. First important thing. There is no one correct meaning of the A. The A means everything people believe it means. It stands for adultery. It stands for Arthur. It stands for Hester's role as like some sort of angel or their perception of Governor Winthrop as an angel when it appears in the sky. It stands for ashamed, which is what Hester should be, but isn't. It stands for her being able when people say that. If any meaning people think it has, it means that. It's not an either or, it's a both and, or in this case, a 77 and. Thing 2. The pivotal moment. This is a Bildungsroman, whatever, a coming-of-age story. You should really figure out what the word I'm trying to say is, because it's an important literary term. But this is a coming-of-age novel about Pearl coming of age. And the key moment in the Bildungsroman, or whatever it is in chapter 24 when she kisses her father, Arthur Dimmesdale, on the lips. Hawthorne literally spells it out. The next sentence is, the spell was broken. Before this kiss, she's this demon child, and she lacks empathy. She laughs at her mom when her mom is crying, and she throws rocks at the other children, and it's just nasty. And after she kisses her father, she cries over sin. And this is important because it's Hawthorne showing us that out of all the responses people had in the book to Hester, the appropriate response to her sin and to any sin is one of empathy. And this plays into the idea of true love's kiss. But true love is not a romantic thing. Make no mistake. Please don't write that. True love in this case is the love Christians have for each other. and the empathy we feel towards each other in the face of confessions of sin. That is true love. Thought number 3, characters are never often not what they appear. Roger Chillingsworth appears to be a good man who is trying to help Arthur, but he is the evilest evil to ever evil. Arthur appears to the town to be a good person, the purest of them all, but he has committed adultery and is hiding his sin. Hester appears to have repented, but she is committing penance and not being penitent. She is performing the actions, but her heart hasn't been changed. The truest character is Pearl, who appears to be a little shit, and is a little shit. Because all kids are. You know I'm not wrong. Annotate it, annotate it, annotate it. Look. You gotta annotate it. Please make annotations. They will be helpful. They will really, really be helpful. At the end of every chapter, or most chapters, I wrote a little TLDR thing, which I decided would stand for too long to reread. So, like, at the end of chapter 6, I wrote TLDR, let children be children, please. So yeah, you really want to look for themes, you want to look for strong themes, you want to remember characters, you want to look for pivotal moments, and you want to look for the author's message. And if you identify those things, you're probably pretty good. It's not enough, however, to just read good books. You have to be able to write, which we may talk about, we may not. But that's what's up with the Scarlet Letter. That's some of the things you should know about the Scarlet Letter, and some of the ways in which they can be useful. And while this particular video is on the Scarlet Letter, apply that sort of thinking to any book you read for AP Lit, or any book you read before AP Lit, if you're going to take AP Lit. Like, I read Les Mis in 9th grade. I'm going to reread it over Christmas break, because it's really a good book. I'm going to annotate it, take notes, whatever. Look for important characters, important themes, important moments and events. A moment is different from an event. But just really get to know your books. And that's how you read a book for AP Lit. I hope you have a great day.